is the new oil. Yes, we all know that. And businesses these days are increasingly moving towards data-driven decisions. And that is why you should also equip yourself with the courses on analytics, maybe have some tools that will help you gauge decisions which are analytical in nature and move the organization forward. And what better course than the business analytics course offered by SCMHRD itself? In this interview of ours, we are going to have a discussion with Siddharth Mohapatra, a student of ours from the GDPI Demystified program that we had in January. We'll ask him questions around why did he choose SCMHRD, what was his purpose behind choosing that course, and what he's expecting out of it. Also, we are going to ask him about his interview experience at SCMHRD so that you guys are able to make an informed decision whether or not you should go for this course. Stay tuned. Alright, Siddharth, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So, yeah, after converting, I have been preparing for my first semester. A number of things that I'm taking care of. So, yeah. So, how are you, by the way?
All right, I'm doing absolutely fine, Siddharth. Thanks for asking. By the way, isn't it way too early to start something for your MBA journey? But really happy that you already are.
No, my session is starting from June 5th, so I have to set the ball rolling, I guess, soon as possible. Yeah.
All right then. Perfect. So how does it feel? Finally converting Symbiosis. How does it feel? You are converted SCMHRD as far as I know, right?
Yes. And I've converted the business analytics course from SCMHRD. It feels really good. I was hoping I could get SIBM Pune, but SCMHRD, and with the background that I come from, the business analytics role is something that suits me a lot more, which I kind of found out talking to my seniors and all. So yeah, it's a really exciting opportunity for me now, and yeah, hoping to make the most out of it.
Yeah. And just for all of the viewers who are watching this show on YouTube, will you just please tell about your background and why SCMHRD and why business analytics course, and what do you hope to get out of this course?
So the term analytics, or I must say analyst, has been with me since I started working. So I started working from 2020 September, right after the college ended. So my first role was as a product marketing analyst. So you see, my role started with product marketing and with the analyst role as well. And it slowly grew into senior product marketing analyst. And now I'm more of a strategist in my current role in another organization, where I'm tackling AI, Gen AI, and AI agents day in and day out. So I always wanted a course which had a lot of statistics, a lot of new world curriculum in it, like for example, machine learning or deep learning. And yeah, for that matter, I wanted an analytics role. So I gave my CAT. I was also preparing for my GMAT and GRE, but after giving CAT and all other OMET examination, I got an opportunity from SCMHRD to actually get into a call and go through the entire interview process, and I did get through it thanks to you with no hassle. And and then I converted in the first list itself, and that was really good news for me.
And sorry, but I'll have to bring you to the second part of my question. What are you expecting out of this course?
So from this course, I'm expecting, just to be really blunt here, I'm expecting that I turn out and try to turn up possibly, and also try to make the best out of my college days, and also presumably get a really good package out of it. And most importantly, I want to be able to go back to my computer science days where I'm able to code, but I'm also able to, tinker around a lot of tech, and that is supposed to happen in a college, and that gives me an ample opportunity to, ace my placements, as well as put some, I'm a very competitive person as well. I want to compete in case competitions or analyst competitions. So yeah, that would give me a really good opportunity.
Understood. Um, for those viewers who are freshers, maybe just out of college, who are engineers by
Yes,
the way, with computer science distinction and computer science degree, do you think it's a good idea for them to venture into this branch and maybe explore the side of business analytics?
definitely, because I think uh, with the rise of Gen AI, with the rise of numerous AI agents, and so many companies popping up in the AI space, I think analytics is a really good stepping stone to first understand and interpret data as it is, and then understand what you can do with that data. And analytics is a really good way to understand how you can interpret and use that data for different purposes, be it machine learning or AI.
Yeah. So I just asked this question because your thought process as to why you
Yeah.
chose to go with business analytics may help others
Yes.
make a similar decision to if they are stuck in some kind of dilemma the next year. So that was my
Definitely, definitely,
purpose of asking that
definitely.
question.
Uh,
Okay, so let's now
uh,
move towards SCMHRD specifics. How was it appearing
yeah.
for the interview and what was the environment like?
The interview was really well m- uh, made, because the admissions team and everyone who put together the entire process was very seamless. The entire process was close to 3.5 hours, but it was really good. Really, you have to be at your toes to answer those questions. There's a case competition around. There's also the personal interview where they ask you questions about what you've done, what you've achieved, and that sort of thing. And the entire process was very seamless.
Okay, so basically you are saying that it's not just cat scores, it's not just academics, but they also venture into your extracurriculars.
Definitely, definitely.
Your yeah, you maybe you
Yes,
can elaborate on that.
yes. So they did not focus on my academics more. They focused on what I was doing right now in my current job role, and they wanted to understand how do I approach a certain problem if it arises in my organization. And the other thing that they focused more is on leadership, and they because they for SCMHRD, leadership is a really vital quality, and they questioned me on leadership a lot, and also uh, how it can apply to varied situations. They put me in different situations as a leader, and they gauged my response on that matter.
Any question that you remember specifically?
So one question that they asked me was, if as a manager you find a person slacking, how do you approach that person and how do you tackle that person so that he, she, or them, they don't tackle, they might, I mean, they don't slack anymore, and they attack the day, and you get that the job done as soon as possible. So they wanted to understand how would you approach that. So yeah,
By the
that
way, I'm also looking for your response on that. How did you exactly answer that question, if you remember?
yeah. So most of the times, so I my approach was to probably have a very informal plus a formal discussion with them, and how, if at all they're not interested in the current job role, they can presumably ask for another job role within the company, or they can uh, set up calls with me and understand what else they can bring to the table. So that was my response, and yeah, so that is how I had answered that question.
No, I'm taking you one layer deep into this. How do you think one can be ready for such situational questions? Did you prepare anything beforehand?
Yes, I did. I mean, I did have my preparation with you. I had attended many interview sessions with you, had many mock interviews, and that is why I was able to handle those interviews a little less anxiously. And I was also able to answer truthfully as well as with confidence so that it does not come off as something that I've practiced, but comes off as really natural and honest. So that is what I had done. I prepared with you, uh, gone through many sessions, weekly sessions, as well as mock interviews, and that had helped me a lot.
And just on the the personal management side, you have to be, it's very easy to get jitters just before your interview is going to
Definitely,
start.
definitely, definitely.
How did you calm your nerves then? And also, it's very important for our viewers who are going to attempt CAT 2023. How
Yeah,
did you keep yourself calm and centered? Because as far as I'm concerned, I feel that any competitive exam for that matter is 90% about how you handle yourself. There's nothing extra that
definitely.
you are
So
going to learn. So how did you
yes,
approach that?
yes. So this is something that you had taught us, which is like you don't have to be worried about uh, them judging you all the time because it's their job to know you. So they're trying to know you if you are a worthy candidate or not. It's not about that you're weak or in something or you have strengths in something. It's about how genuine and how authentic you are and how well informed you are in what you're doing right. And that is what you've told us, and that is what I followed. And surprisingly, that worked really well.
All right, then. Any tips for your juniors? Any final tips that you are going to give to anyone who is watching this interview with you, this podcast with you, and is appearing for CAT 2023?
I would say that enjoy the journey. It's going to take you out of your comfort levels, but in a really good way. And the end goal is always so good because with a little bit of help and with a little bit of zeal, you can achieve so much.
All right, then, Siddharth. Thanks so much for your time, and I hope
Yeah,
our
sure,
viewers really get some meaningful insight of this conversation. And
sure.
to everyone who is watching this, please rewatch this video. You are going to learn so much more after rewatching. And maybe if you are stuck somewhere in your journey, I'm always here to help you out. Sign into the link below, and I'll see you guys soon.